There are moments in life when we think change happens suddenly, like a lightning strike, quick, powerful, unforgettable. But real transformation is not sudden. It unfolds in silence, in stillness, in discomfort, and in daily practice. Today, I want to remind you of a simple truth. Once you learn certain lessons about life, you will never be the same again. You see, most people walk through life asleep. Their eyes are open, but their awareness is closed. They breathe, but they do not feel alive. And so, life passes them by like clouds across the sky, always moving but never noticed. But there comes a time for those who are ready, when certain realizations strike deeper than the surface. You begin to see, not with your eyes, but with your understanding. And once you see, you cannot unsee. Once you learn, you cannot pretend to be the same. The first lesson is about discomfort. Many run from pain, from failure, from uncertainty. But discomfort is the beginning of growth. When your muscles burn during training, it means they are transforming. When your mind resists a new challenge, it means it is expanding. Those who seek comfort remain small. Those who embrace discomfort evolve. The second lesson is about time. Most waste time as if they have an endless supply of it. But time is your most limited resource. Every moment you spend in distraction, doubt, or regret is a moment lost forever. When you understand this, your choices become sharper, your focus becomes clearer, and your life becomes disciplined. The third lesson is about the mind. Your mind is both your greatest tool and your most dangerous trap. If you do not discipline your mind, it will create limitations. It will whisper doubts, fears, and excuses. But when you master your mind, it becomes your strongest ally. It will guide you with clarity. It will protect your energy, and it will align your actions with your true purpose. The fourth lesson is about presence. Many people exist in the past, carrying regrets. Others are trapped in the future, lost in anxiety. But the only place where life truly happens is the present moment. Your breath, your steps, your thoughts, everything real is happening now. The past cannot be changed, the future cannot be controlled. But the present, if lived fully, can change everything. The fifth lesson is about discipline. Without discipline, intentions remain words and dreams remain fantasies. Discipline is not punishment. It is respect for your own potential. It is the act of aligning your behavior with your purpose over and over, even when it is hard, even when no one is watching. And the final lesson is about impermanence. Everything you have, everything you love, and even your own existence is temporary. Do not cling to what must one day end. Instead, appreciate it. Use the knowledge of impermanence not to fear life, but to fuel it. To be grateful, to act with urgency, and to live without regrets. Once you learn these lessons, your perspective shifts. You no longer waste energy on what is meaningless. You no longer allow fear to command your decisions. You no longer resist growth because you understand that discomfort is your teacher, time is your currency, your mind is your battlefield, presence is your home, discipline is your tool, and impermanence is your reminder. When you walk this path, you will notice. You are no longer the same, your habits change. Your thinking sharpens, your energy becomes grounded, your spirit becomes unshakable. You no longer live as a prisoner of your old self. You live as a student of life, aware, disciplined, and evolving. That is the path. That is the transformation. And once you see it, you cannot go back. True wisdom is not given. It is earned through discipline and observation. This is a reality that many overlook in the rush for shortcuts, for easy answers, for quick success. But real wisdom does not arrive wrapped in words spoken by others. It is not something handed down like an object or memorized like information from a book. Wisdom is not a possession, it is a transformation, and that transformation demands both discipline and observation. Discipline is the foundation upon which wisdom grows. Without discipline, the mind is scattered, unfocused, and weak. It jumps from one thought to another, one distraction to the next, always searching, never understanding. Discipline is the act of returning to the task, returning to the question, returning to the practice. It requires effort, patience, and repetition. When you train your body, your muscles grow through consistent, disciplined effort. The mind is no different. To earn wisdom, you must discipline your mind to stay present, to endure discomfort, to seek clarity even when confusion surrounds you. But discipline alone is not enough. You can follow routines, repeat practices, live with structure, and still fail to learn. Observation is the missing piece. Observation means you pay attention not only to what is outside of you, but what is within. You watch how your mind reacts to stress. You notice how your emotions shift in moments of uncertainty. You study the patterns of your habits, the tone of your thoughts, the resistance within your body. Through observation, life becomes your teacher, and every moment carries a lesson. Most people see the surface of life. They hear the words but miss the meaning. They see the results but ignore the process. They feel emotions but fail to understand their origin. Observation goes deeper. It slows you down. It sharpens your senses. You begin to notice how cause and effect shape your reality. You understand that your choices, your reactions, your discipline all create the life you experience. In this way, wisdom begins to reveal itself, not through sudden enlightenment, but through quiet realization. Wisdom earned through discipline and observation humbles you. You stop thinking you know everything. You stop assuming you have all the answers. You begin to accept how much you do not know, how much there is still to understand. This humility is not weakness. It is the doorway to true strength. When you acknowledge your limitations, you open yourself to learning. When you recognize your blind spots, you invite clarity. The arrogant mind believes it has arrived. The wise mind understands it is always traveling, always evolving. Earning wisdom is not a comfortable journey. Discipline demands sacrifice, sacrificing laziness, ego, excuses. Observation demands honesty, seeing yourself clearly, even when the truth is difficult. But through this struggle, transformation happens. You begin to act with intention rather than impulse. You listen more than you speak. You respond to challenges with awareness rather than frustration. Slowly, wisdom embeds itself into your character, not as knowledge stored in the mind, but as understanding reflected in your actions. In life, many seek advice, they seek guidance, they seek answers. But the most powerful answers come from within. No one can hand you wisdom. You must live it. You must earn it. Every disciplined choice, every honest observation adds a stone to the foundation of your understanding. Over time, those stones become the structure of your life, a structure built not on illusions, but on reality. You stop being controlled by temporary emotions. You stop being fooled by appearances. You stop being a victim of your own ignorance. True wisdom creates stability within you. You become calm amidst chaos. You become patient in the face of uncertainty. You become strong without aggression, aware without fear, confident without arrogance. But this state is not given freely. It is the reward for those who stay disciplined when others quit, who observe when others ignore, who seek understanding when others chase distractions. When you embrace discipline, life becomes a series of lessons. When you sharpen your observation, every experience, every conversation, every failure becomes a source of knowledge. This is how wisdom is earned, not overnight, not without effort, but through your commitment to grow, to understand, to evolve. The truth is simple but difficult to accept. Transformation does not begin when life becomes easy, when circumstances align, or when everything feels comfortable. It begins the moment you stop resisting discomfort and start learning from it. As long as you run from pain, as long as you avoid challenges, as long as you reject uncertainty, you remain the same. You stay locked within your old patterns, your old fears, your old identity. But the moment you face discomfort without resistance, everything changes. It is important to understand discomfort is not your enemy. It is your mirror, your teacher, your opportunity. The sharpness of discomfort reveals your weaknesses. The heaviness of discomfort exposes your doubts. The pressure of discomfort brings your hidden fears to the surface. And yet, most people spend their lives avoiding it. They silence the discomfort with distractions. They hide from discomfort behind excuses. They numb the discomfort with temporary pleasures. But what they fail to see is that by doing so, they numb their potential as well. Transformation happens in discomfort because discomfort demands growth. When your body aches during training, it grows stronger. When your mind struggles with a new challenge, it becomes sharper. When your spirit is tested by uncertainty, it becomes more resilient. Every experience of discomfort is life presenting you with a choice: to resist it and stay small, or to embrace it and evolve. The greatest mistake is believing that growth should feel easy. It never does. The seed must break apart to become the tree. The muscle must tear to rebuild stronger. The old version of yourself must be confronted, challenged, and reshaped for a new version to emerge. Discomfort is not punishment. It is the necessary process of transformation. But this process only works if you stop resisting. When discomfort arrives, you must observe it. You must understand its message. You must lean into it with patience, with discipline, with awareness. The mind will want to escape. The emotions will want to panic. But wisdom is found in staying present, in learning from the discomfort rather than fighting against it. Once you shift your relationship with discomfort, your entire life changes. Challenges no longer intimidate you. They invite you. Failures no longer define you. They educate you. Fear no longer controls you. It guides you to your next lesson. You stop seeing discomfort as a wall blocking your path, and you start seeing it as the path itself. This is how true transformation begins, not by waiting for life to feel safe, not by hoping circumstances will make you stronger, but by facing discomfort directly, studying it, learning from it, and using it to evolve. The stronger your relationship with discomfort, the stronger your relationship with growth. The more you lean into discomfort, the more unshakable your mind becomes. In the end, the version of yourself that you admire, the disciplined, focused, resilient version, is not born from comfort. It is forged in discomfort, shaped by struggle, refined by challenges, and that version is already within you, waiting to be uncovered the moment you stop resisting and start learning. So when discomfort arrives, and it always will, remember, this is not the moment to retreat. It is the moment to pay attention. It is the moment to grow. It is the moment your transformation truly begins.